What's up, y'all? My name is Laz. Before I say anything else, I just want to let you know I have no idea what I'm doing. But I recently got inspired to kind of start recording these videos because they may or may not be helpful to, you guys out there. And why not, show my journey and see if you guys can take anything from it, if not build upon it, right? What I'm talking about here is that I finally purchased my first property at 26 years old. Somehow I got really lucky and I actually managed to purchase this property for literally 2,200 bucks. And that obviously doesn't include the whole price of the property. That only includes, the closing costs. I didn't have to pay any, I didn't have to put any down payment towards my loan. The reason I didn't have to put a down payment down is because I am in the armed forces, and we have this thing where the VA, Veterans Assistance, provides us with a loan where we don't have to pay any down payment as long as it's purchased for under a certain price. That 2,200 that I mentioned, to break it down a little bit more, even further, probably just includes, from the top of my head, includes the earnest money that I paid to the seller to secure and tell them that, hey, look, I'm really interested to buy this property, so here, it was $1,000. I think it was like $100 for an option fee, just in case I wanted to back out of the contract. So that's 110 right there, or 1,100 right there. And then it was like $125 for the pest control, because for me to get approved from the VA to purchase this property, I had to get a pest control inspection. And then the appraisal, I had to pay that out of pocket up front. It was around like $600 for them to come to the appraisal that I had to pay myself. And then I actually somehow got lucky enough to manage to pay only $325 of my closing cost at the end. So I managed, if I did the math correctly, which maybe I didn't, but I know for sure, like I got the keys to this house for under $2,200. Enough of that. Let me take you outside and kind of show you the property and what my plans for this property is going to be in the future. This is what the front of the property looks like. It's a little corner house, not too bad. This is what the entrance, that's what you get greeted with at the entrance. We have a little door here for, coats and whatnot, shoes, stuff like that. Little chimney. Got some candles on there right now. Let me light them up actually. Kind of damn near burned myself just now. Here's the kitchen. This is what we're working with. Right here, I put a little curtain up to kind of block this gaping hole where my laundry room is. I didn't like it, so I kind of just decided to kind of put that curtain back there because it looks kind of ugly with that hole there. First room, if you saw out there, you kind of noticed that there was a garage door. And this was actually the garage. Yeah, they kind of converted this room into a garage, but they left a little bit of space here for storage. And they actually locked the garage door from opening with chains and shit. It's weird. I gotta say, this is probably the weirdest part of the entire house. But yeah, we got a little closet. It's not finished yet. I gotta put like a little pole there, or something to put the hanger stuff in there, to hang some clothes in there. And then right here, they left this door for the boiler. Ugly ass boiler in there. But it is what it is. I'm gonna turn this into my game room later on. And then first right here to the left, we got a half bathroom. Little half bathroom here. That leads into a full bath. weird little setup how they have this door, you know, to kind of separate the two. Still trying to figure out what kind of, you know, the whole thought process was behind that. Maybe if there's like company or whatever, they could just go through here without going through the master bedroom, because this door is connected to the master bedroom. So the full bath is actually connected to the master bedroom. This is the master bedroom. It has a little door for some linen, which I got some random stuff in there right now. Got a little closet. And this door leads you back out to the hallway. Boom. That's like a whole circle there. And then we're gonna go to the room that I'm kind of staying in right now. Don't judge me. You know, this is just my current living conditions because I'm still waiting for the rest of my stuff to get here. But this is where I'm staying at. Little air mattress right there. Air mattress action. Got my closet with some clothes, and also, you know, still got my bags with some clothes on there. Let's go take a look at what the outside looks like. Pretty big backyard. I'm kind of happy with it. Got a lot of room for activities back here. Yeah. Got some trees, which hopefully I'm meaning to cut off. But got a tool chest, a little dolly, and a front grill, or front whatever you want to call it, from my truck that I took it off because I wanted to remove some weight off of it. It's heavy as hell. Got a little bit of whatever that's called. Then we got a nice little backyard. So I mean, this property isn't perfect by any means. The whole total finance for this house was $158,000 for a around 600 square foot lot. It's not too bad. Definitely a good starter home. But right now I'm actually there's actually a couple things that I would like to fix to it. The number one thing and the biggest thing that I'm gonna do to this property is actually change the floor out. I plan on putting laminate. We got vinyl right now. As you can see, some of this vinyl is already warped and beat up and old. I kind of want a little bit something a little sturdier, so that's why I plan on putting vinyl on there. I want to remove the carpet out of all the rooms. Also put vinyl in there. There's a couple things on the walls. You know, I gotta fix up some paint. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it needs a little bit of paint. Right here, they kind of did some terrible job at patching up some holes, and I'm gonna fix that, make it look a little bit better. The bathroom also has, you know, vinyl on it, which I'm gonna swap and actually put vinyl tile on there. And probably one of the worst things of this house is actually this tub. If you look at this tub, it's all dirty, it's all rusted right there. So that's another thing I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to refinish this entire tub because it's in a terrible state right now. Maybe in the near future I'll plan on kind of swapping out the tub because it's a metal one, swapping it out for a plastic one. But I'm gonna wait till I build more equity on the property to be able to do that. Also, like in this main room, these are the patches that I'm talking about. Like, look at that. I don't know who the hell did that, but that shit looks terrible. I'm gonna plan on fix that too. Overall, like, for the price and what I paid for to get the keys to this house, it's, you know, was definitely worth the money in my opinion. And I could potentially, you know, rent it out in the near future if I really wanted to. But it's not too bad for, you know, my first property ever, especially in 2025 with all the prices and interest rates being so high. So all in all, I'm like $2,200 deep into this house and financing a total of $158,000 for 30 years at 5.99 APR, which is not too bad. I kind of got lucky. Interest rates are a little bit high, you know. They might be dropping down, you know, soon, but who knows? Monthly, I'm only paying like $1,300 for a mortgage. house insurance and property taxes. So not too bad. I could definitely afford that as a single person. You know, like I said, I'm a service member, so I get, you know, a rent allowance per se for the people who don't know, but it's definitely doable. I also wanted to start, you know, recording the whole journey of me fixing all these things and all the things that I'm going to do to the house. Hopefully to maybe inspire some of y'all, and to show you that, you know, even someone like me can do this. You can do it too. You just have to be smart and kind of set yourself up a certain way to be able to have kind of cash to be able to do these kind of things and potentially, you know, grow wealth over time. By no means, like, I'm no expert. I have no experience on remodeling or any type of, you know, work when it comes to doing flooring or doing anything. So I actually will be learning everything step by step throughout this whole process, and hopefully, you know, learn a lot from it. That's the goal, really, just to learn a lot. We're actually now gonna start going to Home Depot and start purchasing all the tools I need so I can start prepping for all the things that I need to do tomorrow. Okay, let's go.
The ones that look at other rappers like it's lunchtime.
All right, we just pulled up to the Home Depot parking lot. This is gonna be so weird trying to record in there. I've never recorded in public ever in my entire life. This is gonna be a first. I don't think I'm gonna take the GoPro in there, but I'm definitely gonna record on my phone. We'll see how that goes. I probably won't even talk. I'm probably too shy for this right now. But yeah, I'll check back in with you in a minute. For the knees. And we're out. We're out. Alright, we're finally leaving Home Depot. Headed back to the house. And then I'm gonna show you everything I got. I'm just getting everything prepped right now. Tomorrow is actually when I'm gonna go start buying the floor and ripping up the carpet and installing it. Right now I'm just getting kind of splitting up the purchases, because I'm just weird like that. So, but I'm gonna check back in with you in a minute. All right, well, I just got to the Cribbington from Home Depot. These are some of the tools I ended up buying. Little leveler, something for my knees because they're messed up. A little Ryobi tool set, which should have about everything we need. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. We got whatever this is. This is supposed to push the floor. Pens, chisels. What is this? This is a tapping block. Some blades for the grinder. I had to pick them up at Lowe's because they didn't have any with that size at Home Depot, and then some lumberjacks, I guess that's what they're called. Some big old lumberjacks. We'll see if I got all the right tools or not. Tomorrow I will be getting the floor, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, this is pretty much it for, you know, the first take of my first ever video. You know, please give me any ideas or any tips and tricks that I can do. But that's it for now. Appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all soon tomorrow when I start the day one of the house project. I will be filming more projects in the future, but this is just where I'm starting at now. All right, peace.